I keep missing my buses. I've got to go get a haircut right now. I'm going to be late. So that's fun. And anyways, today we're going to be talking about Instagram stories. I've been doing them a lot over the last few weeks, and I want to talk a bit about why I'm doing it and what I'm really loving about it and why you should maybe consider doing it if that's something you're into. Who knows? Anyways, I got to go catch a bus. So let's go do some stuff. That's pretty awesome. So part of the reason I started doing regular Instagram stories is because I wanted a low stakes daily vlog, right? So an excuse to do a story every day. And really focus on like a scene or a moment or, like just tell something every day. Just like a snapshot of my life. And honestly, it's been a lot of fun. If I was going to recommend this for any reason, it would be just that. My first reason in doing this was essentially daily practice. So the idea of having something that I have to do every day in order to get better at my craft. So I've been doing this for about 15 years, and with my job, I don't necessarily start and finish something every day. There's lots of projects that I work on for weeks, and then I release or months or even sometimes years, and you don't get that regular satisfaction of doing something. All right, where am I? All right, I was definitely expecting to be able to go through there, but no. Anyways, so daily practice. So the main thing about the first reason was just skill building. I wanted to get better, and I wanted a system to, practice at what I'm doing. All right, I'm gonna go get my haircut, and then we'll talk some more. Okay, so new haircut, but I'm getting soaked out here, so I'm just gonna head home and we'll talk more there. Okay, it is really soggy out there. Like, it's wet by Vancouver standards, and Vancouver's always raining. Well, summer's over. Vancouver rain season has begun. All right, give me a second. So the next big thing was the challenge of shooting vertically. I've been shooting video landscape for about 15 years because that's all it was for a long time. And only recently has vertical become a thing. So vertical filmmaking is slowly gaining traction and is slowly gaining ground as there's vertical formats readily available for people to use. And people are watching things vertically as well. So understanding how to compose for vertical is an important thing that I should be looking into as a professional. All right, I don't really like the setup, so I'm gonna turn it around. And so my next point actually kind of goes back to the whole idea of the daily practice, and that is I wanted to set limits and I wanted to essentially use this project to fight perfectionism. So one of the big problems that I have as a filmmaker is that I get to be a bit of a perfectionist about things, and things don't get done. Like, they just don't happen. And so the idea of wanting to make content, wanting to make lots of content, can often not happen because I'm like, oh, well, these conditions aren't perfect, this isn't perfect. We need the stars to align. We need the stars to align in order to make this work. I'm gonna move over here. And so having limits around these stories has been really helpful for me to actually get them done and make them happen. So for instance, one of my limits is I only spend half an hour editing these. That's all I'm allowed. I kind of set a timer and I've got to dump my footage, pick my music, cut the whole thing in 30 minutes. And that's a really fun exercise because it makes sure that I have to make decisions in a timely fashion, and when I'm shooting, I know I only have so much time to edit, so I have to plan for that. I've got to plan everything so that I can actually keep it manageable, right? So that's been a really fun and interesting aspect of this whole process that I'm doing. And the last part, which again goes to like the daily practice, is just daily achievement. A lot of my projects aren't finished for weeks or months at a time. And so to have something that I'm completing every day has a really nice feeling to it, because I feel like I'm actually getting stuff done. And that kind of has this really great feeling to it, right? I know I have to have it edited and ready to post before the next story runs out. Sometimes means that I shoot 2 stories a day if I'm running behind, but it also gives me space to have days off. But ultimately, it is another pressure in my life, but at the same time, it's something very small and manageable and feels really good, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. As far as Instagram stories for marketing, at this point, it's still early days. I've only been doing this for a couple weeks. I don't know that I've really noticed any growth in my Instagram account. If anything, I may have lost people, but I'm really not doing it for that purpose, so I'm not concerned about that. I have noticed that I'm getting a lot of positive reactions and feedback, and I'm running into people that I know, when I see them in person, they're giving me a lot of positive feedback on it, and honestly, I'm just having fun with it, so it's great. Now, should you do Instagram stories? That's up to you. Instagram stories has been working for me, but I think having a daily practice of some kind is really good for honing whatever it is that you're wanting to focus on. So if you're wanting to write, maybe write one thing a day, right? Pick a limited amount of space that you want to write and do it within a specific limited amount of time. I think that's a really important thing for development. I think you should definitely pick a daily practice that you can implement into your life in a really manageable way. And so if this video has been helpful, you can hit the like button and, subscribe if you're into that sort of thing. And otherwise, you can follow me on Instagram. There's a link in the description. I'll see you later.